Okay. Let's see if we can doubt more things. Marge made in oven. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Bronco, can you give me a hand? I got a hard 3-second break.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my jack.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Wait. There's a different staircase than I used previously.
They weren't even his prints, and he still confessed.
I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, I'm thinking
but I
of
ain't
moving
got
up to a
time for
45.
talk.
I want to put him down a warm round.
Parker or Green? I don't know who they were.
Okay. Go.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA.
Watch it!
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Race Cafe. That doesn't look like a cafe. Like a bar.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, named Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Cats. Didn't say it's useless, but usually he says an object is useless. Stopped saying that.
Well, landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Interesting. I see. He has hands, just like one of the previous victims. Real weird. Who the hell has hands?
Patterson has life insurance. We can notify next of kin.
Okay. Dollar bills.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Huh?
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your
Body
desk.
traveled a good 20 feet.
Light vibration here, but even like there's anything. Imagining it.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
No.
She's all yours, Detective.
I wonder.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm
Katy
Detective
Perry.
Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What? What did that need? Is it?
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
God.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is
Again, that
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
recorded in a completely different environment.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
What was it about?
Who knows? The slightest thing could set those two off.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Wait, didn't I see that face before? Another character.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
Huh. Thing here? Any? Okay then. The poker table here, but
Cop. Gotta be something big, right?
I've secured the crime scene, Detective. That's the procedure.
use the fucking police box.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Fuck you. Else.
I have a report I need to get finished for the grand jury, so if you don't mind.
Mini. Not my car? My car. Oh, it's on the other side.
I want to see. Excuse me, officer, I want to see.
What do you want to
This
see?
is a secure area. You all need to leave.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Oh. No. It's because I was pressing the wrong button to get into the car.
It's a lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. It takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
Not as dumb as you make yourself out to be, are you, Stefan?
I didn't know I was making myself out to be dumb.
This is the boys. It is going. Bosky's head was going through the fucking roof there. Wait, wasn't it night just now?
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why
Another
we're here.
like.
Yes.
Sure that's
The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
sick.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Abraham Shelton.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
Fucking gave up.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
What does that even mean?
All right, I give up.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Isn't that the cop who won a medal?
Show me your hands! How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Some of these voice actings.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Okay. You become all heart at the prospect of paperwork, don't you?
Other way.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211, the shot is fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
I am the police. Can I take your mail? No. Oh.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Hey, Ron.
Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
Banana
Me to
friends.
believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Don't lie to me. Something was different this time.
You're clutching at straws. You married? The arguments are never any different.
We're leaving, Lorna, but this doesn't add up. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Come
Insurance
on,
is
let's
wrong.
make ourselves scarce.
Okay.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to run.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Oh. Police box highlighted.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks.
Right. That sure was full. Oh, that didn't go well.
Any Central unit of 415 possible mental case at 7th and Flower. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Well, now you've either got to stop or put your fucking foot down.
Shut up, Kowalski. Whatever his name was. Kowalski was one of the big penguins in Madagascar. You can hear the when when you do cutscene, you can still hear the crash.
This is outrageous.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene. We need to hit Ray's one more time and trawl for evidence.
Oh, that's why it wasn't.
I saved a whole year for that car.
That's why it wasn't batched over.
So there was some truth to Sheldon's cock and bull story after all.
Didn't stop, but he didn't kill Patterson either.
I'm no betting man, but I know where I'd put all my chips.
The grieving widow and her shoulder to cry on.
Now all we need is a murder weapon.
Driving, driving, Come on. Uh-huh.
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this. Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
What the shit?
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off. It's too late, Sabo.
Can I shoot him since he has a gun?
He's making for the roof, Cole.
Lester could be a heel,
quick.
but that's a lousy way for anyone.
Hey, I'm consolate.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski. Have patrol pick up Mrs. Patterson.
I hit him in the leg. How? What?
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Slip of the tongue.
Phelps, Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word of it.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it if you can get that cat.
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
What?
What the hell?
You don't care who gets in your way, do you?
Nope.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having to death. Strewn all over the front pages.
Okay.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him.
Shit.
Remember,
Just
you need
arrived
him
here.
healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Fraser from 6 West 2nd Street.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Won't you?
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
This thing I'm trying to do.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on.
Out of the
yourself.
car now.
I'll call it in.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive. You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You expect us to believe you?
Is that so much to ask?
What? What? How come these are so
Who did
weird?
you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Do we though?
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Ah. Politics joke.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Huh.
I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays... Goddamn maniac!
What? Get daddy. Yeah. Car breaking down on me for no reason.
A big case and got promoted.
LAPD, police emergency.
Not your life, Buster.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Alright, does it have sirens? Well.
You have got problems, Phelps.
Don't. Everybody else has problems. I'm fine.
Try making it to the next intersection without killing.
Oh.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way.
What? What?
That's a joke too, son. Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves. Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Okay.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least.
Alright.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Okay. Pulls out a gun.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Okay.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
These pink slips are leading us to something big, Coombs. It's time to stop being cute.
I'm going to assume you're having a bad day, son. I sell cars, not paper.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Coombs?
Close of play on Friday.
So with the banks closed over the weekend,
I might be able to stop payment.
What? What was that?
this was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
You're lying, Coombs. You knew the car was stolen.
You have some sort of crystal ball tucked in your jacket that can help you prove it? You should try rubbing some oil on that hard head of yours. Are we done here?
We get awful attentive to people who obstruct LAPD investigations.
Okay, so if you use lie, you have to use one of the evidence or whatever.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Drunk, mister?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age
Sorry.
approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
Getting
I'll relay the information.
slightly slower.
I need an address on a marquee printing company.
Maybe drinking a liter of mead is
Just a moment.
slowly starting to get to me.
Aliso Street near
Mhm.
San Pedro.
Surely since I haven't eaten much.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
His mother would be proud of him, catching all those criminals.
Printing company first.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always... Watch what you're doing!
Shut up.
That's no way to drive.
Yes, it
Maybe
is.
the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
You're a goddamn menace!
Running on the streets of LA. Running on the streets of LA. La, 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 la.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Go bug someone else, huh?
Yes, you have to go through the places in order. I won't slow down because I am a potato.
Oh, Open your eyes!
What do you see? My eyes are already open. Just such a interesting meme game for a while.
Jesus, Cole!
The what unicorn thingy.
Are you blind?
No.
Left and left and left and left again, and I'm right up your ass.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Belasco guy has to say. Slow down before someone gets hurt.
No. Wee.
Ah, you're gonna kill someone!
No.
Detectives, Belasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case
Ew.
was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head. Coroner says
Oh.
it's gonna be at least a week to get him out.
Crummy bastard.
James Belasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
Hey, don't mind me.
The paper is real enough, Belasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
I survived the war for this. Ah.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a 2-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Belasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
So she doesn't steal cars?
Look, I know plenty of dames, but I never heard of that one.
What?
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Belasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Belasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
Come on, Belasco. You must have an address.
That's not the way they work. They keep moving around, never the same address twice.
You had a chance to cooperate, Belasco. See you in 10 years when you get out.
What?
You're Phelps,
These
right?
interviews are so
Yes,
weird.
I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker.
I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Wait. Aren't we already at the...
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Do this.
Come on, we don't want to lose her.
That's that cop.
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
Okay, run faster.
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
It'll only take a little while longer, madam. It's quite a lot of money.
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? I could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The hell does that even mean?
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
You're lying, Gene.
You want to prove that, Buster? Try and prove that pink slip is not real. Look, this is all just a big mistake. I don't want to talk anymore.
What?
Just let me go.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
What?
He's your boyfriend. He's the guy you boost cars with. He gave you up. He thinks you're so dumb you'd steal a free sample.
So I'm no genius. I make the best with what I've got. Why are you so cruel?
You decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
I don't understand these interview things at all. Oh, the car just teleported here.
Let me guess. You're lost in my eyes.
Can't get in the fucking... Get in the goddamn car. What the...
That's no way to drive. I think you're doing this on purpose. Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not...
Oh, I knew I should have driven. Where'd you learn how to drive?
I don't know.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
No, you're not. Rather than different. These people stop.
You're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that in. You know, this isn't a tank, Phelps.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
Ha. Aren't whiskey at last is like really short. That's the joke there or whatever.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
Didn't do the teleporting this time because I was here before.
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightfall. Mr. Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
You sure you don't know either of them?
Never heard of either gentleman.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
It's the Bigelow.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
I just take the other seat. Oh. He doesn't know how to auto drive. Thought it auto drives if you take the passenger seat.
call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45. Don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Think so, huh? Look sharp, it's the cops.
Throw out the guns.
Move, move! I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
Just do mouse and keyboard here.
Weapons on ground, now! As soon as he holds his head out.
How to move through cover and
Stay down.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
Stay in cover.
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot. Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
okay. Up to
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this.
Bigelow.
But I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
Ballad of Bulge.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall. The guy who runs Marquee. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall. The guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow?
Hey, would I lie to you, detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am I?
We fucking talked with Lightball. What? Huh?
Gordon Lightball owns Marquee Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. If the feds find out, contracts will be all over. Lightball plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off
That's
you.
really weird.
Play your cards right, and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
That was so weird. Fucking interview section, like,
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
I heard this is a triple homicide. Is that true?
His mother would be so proud of him catching all those criminals.
Thank you for listening.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, we shouldn't bring guns to work with us. We didn't have a lot
Again,
of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries
randomly
to pull your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah,
some of
especially
the
when
lines
he's surrounded by evidence. But
are
guys
like
Bigelow
recorded
spend
in a
so much
completely
time
different
convincing
place.
themselves that they're not doing anything wrong, that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow,
Fucking
Lightball,
production,
all
what
of
the
them.
fuck?
If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings it down.
Don't understand how they managed to do that. Just like
Now look what you've done!
fuck up the fucking audio recordings. Like, especially when so much of the game is the talking and stuff. So. I don't understand.
Careful!
Oh, Jesus, my paint job!
Fucking rockstar.
He's a waste in the police force. Good-looking boy like that should go into politics.
For Christ's sake!
Are you on the sauce or what?
Just making sure he's not escaping.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree. I have a small problem. I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper.
You need to shut up now, Lightball.
Just shut up,
Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
Yay. I don't understand the conduct part, like, you don't have any money in the game and stuff, so... Oh well. I think we're gonna do a game swap again.